Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
2 teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Play 1 and Prescott to the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
But we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or 2, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Prescott yet again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
The NFL Madden League Season 222023 Week 1-4 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me
The NFL Madden League Season 222023 Week 1-4 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts, quick slant to Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 95 yards, and a score.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll come up now 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Prescott now from the 50. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And again, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Week 1-4 Philadelphia Eagles 1-1-2 Dallas Cowboys 8-4.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there, creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Quick slant here to Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll throw again. Prescott into the hands of Hendershot. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The NFL Madden League Season 222023 Week 1 4 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
To the air again, Prescott. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. That is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Jones is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they could potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Week 1 for Los Angeles Chargers 5-8, Las Vegas Raiders 5-8.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Desmond Ridder, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, on Monday Night Football, a late-season doubleheader. Titans and Dolphins from South Florida, followed by the Packers and Giants from MetLife Stadium.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. But first down, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on first down. Well, this is Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis is going to opt to not return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A first down throw for Prescott. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones. Fighting through, and he's got space. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Prescott on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on. And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Mozzie Smith, first-round pick there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets it,
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. This 2nd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And this one too low.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw, Prescott. Well, this one into the hands of Vaughn. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now 1st and goal. Here's Dak. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Dak. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Once again, it's Swift. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Dallas, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.